Aloha, guys. Declare to everyone on a regular basis that you are married to a particular person who possesses such qualities. In this way, you create a realm for yourself, even in a public setting, so that both yourself and people that you are around, whether they're co-workers or just different acquaintances, that they're reminded that you are interested in a particular type of person. That way you create a reputation for yourself, and it makes it easier to avoid going against that or pretending to be something that you're not, because you're becoming transparent and you're showing everyone who you are. Now, as long as at the end of my life I can hold my wife and feel great about the life we lived together and feel that we are a natural and normal and true couple, I shall be content. Taking pride in oneself and dressing formally in public, only speaking of, certain things, certain subjects. Don't talk about the food you eat, don't talk about your religion. You can refer people to your YouTube channel or give them, or on your website, or blog, but that way you create space between people. And because if you are happy and you're taking good care of yourself and you're being cautious not to be flirtatious in public, you're going to feel better, and therefore you won't be a victim to people who might try to make you feel better and take your power away from you because they have ulterior motives. Now, I expect people to be true to themselves, and I am learning to not be upset when I notice that, hey, people are not the same as me, and these are people I work with, and I let them be themselves and just say, I know that something that I disagree with them, but I can still work next to them, right? Okay, when conflict arises, I like to state my name sometimes, and I say, I am kind, I'm good. Then ask the person to state their name in a matter-of-fact way, what's your name? And then maybe ask them if they are on the side of righteousness. Invoke these powerful, strong, rich, and good words into the space that you are in. Mind you, this may not work for somebody who is under the influence of drugs or just totally enraged, in which case they have to be dealt with either with fight or flight. Often one can leave a situation, sometimes one has to defend themselves or others. So as I was saying, I state my name. My name is important. It's my #1 identity. For example, I'm John Onolani Remus. I'm a citizen of Earth. I'm a nice person. I'm peaceful. And this will help people to go beyond the idea of, well, I thought I was from a certain ethnicity or culture or country. Think bigger. Think Earth. Think global citizen. Consider this. that nothing is missing and nothing is gained or lost, suggesting that whenever you feel a sense of existential uncertainty about what choices to make in life, you know, is the past a better time? Is the future better? What to do, what to think. Besides doing things like light work and positive affirmations, you can also consider that thought, that nothing is missing, that it's just an experience, and it's not really who you are. You're the light. That being said, also I think that I can't have everything that I desire, but I think that I can have what I deserve. And what that implies is that if I make fancy things and I put a lot of effort and focus into my work and my career, then I will experience the nice things from other people's work into my life, and it'll be a fair exchange. I'll be creating something and I'll be receiving something nice too. You may think that money is the primary telltale sign of what a person can have, but look at a person like me who's in phenomenal health, although I have barely any money saved. But the point is I have a body language of pride and of lack of shame, and I notice sometimes what people in positions of wealth or power or so on, there may be doctors, for instance, but I notice they may look shamed because they're not being true to themselves, they're just doing it for the money, etc. That being said, let's try to go beyond that. Even if you feel like you're in a position like that where you're not being true to yourself, just focus on yourself in this light work. Imagine people smiling around you. Except for referential purposes, to think of somebody's upset or think of a problem or conflict is really not utilitarian. I think, for instance, say a president supposedly or some leader made a judgment call you disagree with, and you think that they're bad and they're greedy. Well, how does that actually serve you? How does thinking about the news, bad news, in a repeated fashion, help you meet your objective to be happy and help the world be a peaceful place? Rather, you can think of any people you're upset at or blame or for being responsible for darkness and unhappiness, and think of them in light, think of them smiling, and take responsibility yourself for these difficult situations. Give it a shot. Aloha.